everybody, it's Katie, and I am going to kind of be doing a vlog-ish thing for the read-a-thon that I am doing this week. There's no official read-a-thon that people are doing it with. I just have a weekend, and I want to do a read-a-thon. So it's more than a weekend. I'm giving myself till Wednesday. Wednesday morning, probably Wednesday at noon. So like 4.5 days for this read-a-thon. So we'll see how much we can do. I'm really behind on my Goodreads challenge. Like insanely behind. Like 8 or 9 books behind. So I'm really hoping to try to close that gap a little bit. So I'm just going to show you the books that I want to do during this read-a-thon. Where I stand with them, why I chose these books. Yeah, okay, so the first book, I'm actually halfway through it. I started it yesterday. According to Goodreads, I am 52% of the way through the book, and that is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. This is part of the new box set, so like it has the box set binding to it. And I'm liking it so far. I'm about halfway through. And after this read-a-thon, or maybe during the read-a-thon, if I really like get into the reading mood, you know how that is, I might continue on with the series. I know I'm going to continue on with the series one way or another. It's just when. But I've been carrying the Lightning Thief around with me for a long time. And after reading The Kingdom Keepers, I finally went, you know what? It's time to do The Lightning Thief. So I'm halfway through it. Definitely plan on finishing that one today. Maybe moving on to the next. Star Wars Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. And this is actually my brother's book. And I just jacked it because he hasn't read it yet and I want to read it. And this is one of the prequel books to the movie that just came out. Force Awakens, that one. So it's kind of thick. So we'll see how that goes. This has a 4.25 rating on Goodreads, so I'm really excited to see what the hype is about this one. The next book, I literally saw it at the dollar store. I thought it was cute, so I picked it up, and I think that it'll be a good break from all of like the gods and action and fighting and all of that I'm going to be reading, and that is a contemporary novel called Love, Maybe. What I know about this book, it's about a group of friends that are trying to get into a relationship, a lasting relationship, and the one chick doesn't believe in love. So with that, she faces a lot of challenges that her friends don't, in the fact of the romance department. And then the last book that I plan on reading during this book read-a-thon is Star Wars Aftermath by Chuck Wedding. And it's kind of the same thing as before with the other Star Wars books. It was my brother's book. He hasn't read it yet. I want to read it, so I jacked it. And this is another one of those prequel books to The Force Awakens. And I mean, hey, if Kylo Ren shows up in any of these books, those are the books that I am planning on reading during this read-a-thon in the next 4.5 days. That's roughly a book a day. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, the time now is 11:26 a.m. on Saturday. Hey, so this is just a update video on my read-a-thon and that whole thing. I have continued reading Percy Jackson. I have about 75 pages left in this book. I will definitely be finishing that tonight. I have gone through an entire Arizona iced tea, green tea with ginseng and honey So Lord knows I'm not going to be getting any sleep. The time now is 5:45, and yeah, I'm going to continue reading. I was bad. I said I was going to start reading around 11:30, and then I went on Tumblr. And then I didn't start reading till about 3:30. So hey, considering I was about 50% of the way through the book when I started reading it, and now I am 79 to 80%. Goodreads is kind of like in between on the percentage of that. That's pretty good. That's definitely pretty good. So, definitely gonna keep reading. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be a little bit more on track because I got all these books over here. All 3 of them. And I'm reading in my bedroom, which is a different place than what I normally read. And my dog is very nervous about the fact that I'm in a different part of my apartment. So, yeah. There we go. That is the update. And I will update again in a few hours. Bye! So, here is another update video. I just finished reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Overall, I was very impressed with it. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but I went into this pretty blind. I didn't even see the movie when it was fairly popular, so like I went into this pretty decently blind. It is 7:29, 7:30 now. I might make some tea, watch some stuff on YouTube, and then start the next book because read-a-thon, that's why. So, I have my buddy. She has had some interesting poses while doing this reading. And with that, say hi to the camera, baby. Say hi. Oh, okay. So with that, I might do another update video tonight. I might not. I'm not quite sure. Depends on if I read and how much. So with that, I bid you adieu. Hey everyone, so today is day 2 of my read-a-thon. It is now 10:59 in the morning on Saturday, and I am going to make lunch, and after I have lunch, I am going to start Star Wars Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. So, yeah, and since I finished my Percy Jackson book yesterday, I'm going to continue on with this. I also threw in a couple little novellas to try to spice things up if I find that I'm getting too bored with these Star Wars books. Since they're not typically my normal kind of read, I want to be able to keep myself reading, keep myself going. So I have here the selection stories, The Prince and the Guard, and I hope that'll help get me going. But I definitely think like these Star Wars books are gonna keep me going, especially since this one here that I just showed you, this one has such high reviews and such good reviews that I definitely think that'll be good. It's the other Star Wars book I'm kind of worried about because that one has a lot lower reviews on Goodreads, saying that it's not that actiony, which that might be hard to keep my attention on that. So we'll see how it goes. So there we go. That is a quick update, and I will check in with you guys later. Bye. Another update video. It is 3 o'clock on Saturday. I have been reading for a couple hours. Stopping out every now and then because I wasn't anticipating this to be a 500-page book. So it's going to be a long night to try to get my goal of doing a book a day during this read-a-thon. I'm roughly about 30% through this book, around page 162, 61, 63, around there. I'm almost at 200 pages out of a 500-page book, so that's a plus. But yeah, it's gonna be a push to get this book done today. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna do it. I really like this characters. I really like how it intertwines with the original Star Wars trilogy. And I'll talk more about that in a review that I will be putting up after this vlog goes up about this wonderful read-a-thon. Yeah, that is the up. With that, I'll see you at the next update. Bye. So I finished this book in about 9 hours. I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads, and my brain is ready to explode. Think I'm done reading for the night. Until tomorrow. Hi, so it's Monday morning, and this is kind of like my vlog check-in with you guys. I finished Star Wars The Lost Stars last night around 10 o'clock, 10:30. I didn't anticipate it being a 500-page book, but there we go. It was a 500-page book, and it was good. I just finished filming a quick review video for it, as well as Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Last night as I was in bed, I did my usual kind of like nightly reading, which was part of a Norse mythological story collection, just because I'm trying to learn more and more about Norse myths. So that kind of brought my total so far to 3 books, and I still have given myself 2.5 days left for this read-a-thon, so I am interested to see what other books I can get read. So today my reading goal is definitely going to be Love Maybe by Heather Hepler. This is a contemporary book. Contemporary romance. I think it'll be a nice change up from the Star Wars book that I had just read, and after this I have another Star Wars book in my bedroom to read. Neither of them are 500 pages long, so there's that. And then maybe I'm thinking today, if I get this done in a reasonable amount of time and not at like 10 o'clock at night, I'll work on the selection stories that I have, because those are quick little reads. So that's today's game plan. Yeah, I just finished doing a lot of filming, so I'm going to import those videos onto my computer and not edit them, because that would be time consuming. And I want to get to reading. The time now is 10:04 a.m. And I will check back in with you guys at a later time. Guys, it's 5 o'clock Monday afternoon, and I just doing a quick update. I didn't get to starting as soon as I was planning on starting reading today. Other things came up that I had to do that took precedence, unfortunately, so I am about halfway through Love Maybe, and I'm just kind of meh about it so far. According to Goodreads, I am 51% of the way through. I have about 130 pages left. I'm definitely going to finish it, but it's more of a book that I would have read when I was younger. It's very chick lit. It's very a high school romance, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not normally what I tend to lean to, and yeah, I mean, it's good. It's for buying it at the dollar store. I definitely don't regret the $1 that I spent on it. That's really kind of it. I'm gonna make dinner. I'm gonna feed the dog, whose ears just perked up when I said the word dinner. Oh, now her head popped up. And now her whole body's up. So I will check back in a few hours. If not with the book done, then pretty close to it. Hey, so I just finished reading Love Maybe, and it was okay. I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5, and it was just, it was fluffy and sweet, but it really wasn't romantic like it had been advertised to be. I kind of saw exactly where this was going to go less than halfway through the book, so I really just kind of finished it out of principle. And I mean, glad I did, but I would have no problem with putting this book in the donation bin. So there we go. It is currently 9:52 at night. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to do one of the selection stories or not. We'll see. I may do another check-in, I may not. If not, until tomorrow. I did end up reading The Prince tonight, part of the selection stories. And of course, you know, Maxon, man, he gets me every time. Makes my heart just kind of just seize up and then melt, and then so now I need to go to bed like that fictional characters, man. I have a problem and I am not afraid to admit it. So in the time span of finishing Love Maybe and then the Prince, I guess Goodreads had decided that, you know, it's just going to update again and be like, no, you're another book, you finished this, but you didn't move up at all in your Goodreads account. So the struggle to catch up is getting more and more real, but I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. It may not be this weekend, but until I'm caught up, I'm just gonna keep going. So the read-a-thon is still going to end technically Wednesday midday. But I just found out that I don't work Thursday, and I never work Fridays. So, or Saturday and Sunday. So knowing that Sunday I'm going to be at Disneyland, I'm thinking that I'm just going to just plow through another read-a-thon. If I'm still not where I want to be, do Monday, Tuesday, and half day Wednesday. Signed up to do 75 books this year, and I will do 75 books this year if it kills me. It won't kill me. I'm going to feel like it's going to kill me, but it won't kill me. And I will be grateful for it later, because that means that I have read 75 books. And I know that I have the rest of the Percy Jackson series to read. I do have most of Cassandra Clare's books that I do want to read, but I don't know if those are read-a-thon books. And then I have like a couple other like short-esque books that I want to read, one of which I already know in my head, and that's going to be a reread technically. but it was read years ago before I had Goodreads, so it'll be like it's for the first time because it was forever ago. So with that being said, I'm going to go to bed, do my nightly reading off my tablet. I have another Norse mythological book that I want to start reading. It's The Children of Odin in this one. So that'll be an interesting telling. And tomorrow is the last full day of this read-a-thon, and I will keep checking in. You know, maybe I'll actually start when I say I'm going to start. Tomorrow's plan for reading is the next of the Star Wars books that I have, which has the iffy reviews on Goodreads, and then The Guard from the selection stories. Thankfully, neither of which is 500 pages long. That was a mistake, but a well-worth mistake. And then I have to figure out what I'm going to read after, because I'm still 6 books behind. I have read, what was it? There was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief so far, Lost Stars, Love Maybe, The Guard, and then Tales from Norse Mythology. 5 books so far, and it still says that I am 6 behind. I didn't start out this far behind. I started off 9 behind. And by listing off 5, you would think that it'd be like, oh, only like 3 left. How did this happen? I disapprove. But I gotta catch up, and I'm going to, and once I catch up, it's just kind of maintaining. I'm gonna take my medicine, I'm gonna go to bed, dabble in that Children of Odin, and check in with you guys tomorrow. Hey, so this is just a quick update video. I did a little bit of reading last night as I was going to bed. Woke up, did a little bit as well. I've kind of gotten done all of the really important things that I need to, and I'm just going to catch up on my news a little bit. And I'm hoping around 1 o'clock I'll start reading the next book, and that is Star Wars Aftermath by Chuck Weeding, and that's where I'm at right now. I'll check in once I feel like I have something to report. Hey everybody, so I'm just checking in. I started and finished Aftermath. It was an insanely quick read. It just kind of flowed. I mean, it never caught my attention really, so as much as it was flowing, I don't want to say it was a good read. I'm going to be updating on Goodreads that I have finished it as soon as I finish up with this update. It is currently 5 o'clock at night, and I started reading this around 1 o'clock. Took about 4 hours. It was a little over 300 pages. That's how easy this book was to read, but really it just was. I was thrown off by the other Star Wars book being so good that I think I had way too high expectations for this one. And as I was looking at some of the Goodreads reviews for it, I'm really kind of glad I read the other Star Wars book first. Otherwise, I don't think I would have. So yeah, that'll be one more book done. I'll probably go into The Guard and read that tonight, just because I need something that I'm not just 2 stars over. So I think that'll probably be one of the worst ratings I've ever given a book. Ooh, I'll probably check in later. Hey, it's Katie. I'm just doing a quick check-in. I did some reading last night, my normal nightly reading off of my iPad, and this morning I finished off the book that I was reading, and that was another Norse mythology book. So I am now down to being 2 books behind on my Goodreads challenge, and I never thought I would see this day. I have actually 2 books in mind that I want to read. Technically they're both rereads, but it's been a couple years since I've read them, so that's why I want to pick them back up. So I know today is supposed to be like the half day, but I think I might just have the whole day with breaks in between while I go to work and go to the grocery store like I have to do right now. And yeah, then I will be done with my read-a-thon, and we'll see if I am completely caught up or if I'm maybe 1 book behind. I wish I would be a book ahead, but no. If I am, if I'm 1 book behind or maybe a book and a half, we'll see. One of the books that I want to read is in lyric, in verse, so that'll be like, it's creative and it's long, yes, but it also flows really quickly. So there's that, and then the other one is a fairly shorter book. I mean, it's not like a troop, which is like 500 pages. I want to say maybe it's around 200. That's just remembering it off the top of my head. So yeah, I gotta go to the grocery store. I have to get some food. That's where I'm going. And I'll check in with you guys later. So I haven't done any reading yet, and it's 7 o'clock at night. I have the book that I want to read right here, Burned by Ellen Hopkins. It's right here. I even have like the bookmark in the front cover, but I haven't read it yet because I'm congested. Because I went to work, and I went to work like 2 hours early and did some couple hours of admin work there. So that's why I haven't started reading yet. I'm going to. We'll see how that goes. I also have Tumblr open too, so you know that could be dangerous. Let's see. 531 pages this is, but it's told in lyric. So we'll see how it goes. Hi, so this is my final video update to this read-a-thon that I've just kind of done on my own. There wasn't any official read-a-thon going on. I just decided, hey, I'm gonna do one because I'm far behind, and it is not exactly the update that I wish that I could have given. With my last update, I said that I was gonna go read. I didn't go read. I got distracted, not with Tumblr, but with YouTube. As much as I'm sure that Tumblr would have definitely distracted me should it have been active. So it is 10:43 Wednesday night. I am finishing up this read-a-thon at 2 books behind my Goodreads challenge. I was hoping to get that to 1 or 0, but oh well. So I will continue to read. If you like this sort of video, please tell me in the comment section below, or if you want to see any other sort of vlogish video from me, please go ahead and let me know that in the comment section below. Or if you just want to, you know, remind me when I'm supposed to actually be posting videos, like on schedule, let me know in the comment section down below. It is Wednesday night now. I'm going to definitely get this video up on Thursday, tomorrow. It might be a little later in the day because of all of the editing I mean, maybe not all of the editing, but I'll take out some of the dead space. That's going to be going into this, and well, yeah, follow me on all of my social media if you want to. If you want to see more of my daily life, trust me, I post some of the weirdest crap, especially on Twitter. Twitter gets pretty interesting sometimes, but I'm on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Goodreads, Facebook. Did I say that already? Let's just say that I didn't. I have a website and an email on that website in which you can contact me if you choose to do so through that outlet instead of any of the other outlets that I have listed previously. Trust me, I will respond to you and talk to you and communicate with you on any media. Almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm insane. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah, that was all of the social media. Insert your creative outro here, and I will talk to you later. Bye.